one of the initiative of the Dhaka OIC Youth Capital 2020 International Mega Event. Bangabandhu Dhaka International Debate Fest for the OIC Youth 2021 was organized by Bangladesh National Media under the direct patronage of Ministry of Cultural Affairs and Ministry of Youth and Sports, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, ICYF, and OIC Youth Capital. The initiative was aimed at inspiring young people to make discussion ideas and make their voice heard to build the stable and the sustainable future for Muslim youth around the world. Respected guests, Honorable State Minister of the Ministry of Youth and Sports of the Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, Mr. Mohammad Zahid Ahsan Russel MP is present among us today as a chief guest of the program. Present as guest of honor is Mr. Taha Ayhan, Honorable President of Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, ICYF. Present as a special guest, Mr. Akhter Hossain, Honorable Senior Secretary of Ministry of Youth and Sports, and Mr. Abul Monsur, Honorable Secretary of Ministry of Cultural Affairs, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh. Also present among us is the Honorable Director General of Bangladesh National Museum, Khondakar Mustafizur Rahman NDC, and Honorable Secretary of Bangladesh National Museum, Ghazi Muhammad Waliul Haq. The program is chaired by Mr. K.M. Khalid, MP, Honorable State Minister, Ministry of Cultural Affairs of Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh is also present among us today.
Good evening, honorable guests and audience. At the beginning of the program, the Holy Quran will be recited by Mr. Maulana Abdul Ahad. I request Mr. Maulana Abdul Ahad.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ومن الليل فتهجد به نافلة لك عسى أن يبعثك ربك مقاما محمودا وقل رب أدخلني مدخل صدق وأخرجني مخرج صدق واجعل لي من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا وقل جاء الحق وزهق الباطل إن الباطل كان زهوقا صدق الله العظيم. ইরশাদ হচ্ছে রাতের কিছু অংশে নামাজ কায়েম করুন, এটা আপনার জন্য অতিরিক্ত হয়তোবা আপনার পালনকর্তা আপনাকে মাকামে মাহমুদে পৌঁছাবে। বলুন, হে আমার প্রতিপালক, আমাকে বের করুন সত্যরূপে এবং আমাকে দান করুন আপনার নিজের কাছ থেকে রাষ্ট্রীয় সাহায্য, এবং বলুন, সত্য এসেছে, মিথ্যা বিলুপ্ত হয়েছে, নিশ্চয়ই মিথ্যা বিলুপ্ত হওয়ারই ছিল। বারাকাল্লাহু লানা ওয়া লাকুম ফিল কুরআনিল আযীম ওয়া নাফা'না ওয়া ইয়্যাকুম মিনাল আয়াতি ওয়াজ যিকরিল হাকীম। আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহি ওয়া বারাকাতুহু।
Thank you, Mr. Maulana Abdul Ahad, for making a good start to today's program by reciting from the Holy Quran. Mr. Khandukar Mustafizur Rahman, NDC, Honorable Director General of Bangladesh National Museum, will now deliver his welcoming speech, requesting Mr. Khandukar Mustafizur Rahman.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chairperson, His Excellency K.M. Khalid MP, Honorable State Minister, Ministry of Cultural Affairs, Honorable Chief Guest, His Excellency MD Zahid Hossain Russel MP, Honorable State Minister, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Honorable Guest of Honor, His Excellency Taha Ayhan, President of Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum. Note that he is not present online. Respected special guest, His Excellency MD Akhter Hossain, Senior Secretary, Ministry of Youth and Sports. Respected special guest, His Excellency MD Abul Monsur, Secretary, Ministry of Cultural Affairs. So far I know he is not present online. Ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished personalities, Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon. It is our great pleasure that we have got the chance to host this August debate competition. Bangabandhu Dhaka International Debate Fest for the OIC Youth 2021. Now I am much delighted to inform you that we have been able to complete this event in a smooth way. A few minutes back, our final competition ended up. Just at this moment, we have got the result. People across the world viewed this program with much enthusiasm. I believe through this competition, our young debaters have been able to sharpen their logical presentation. It has also helped develop their critical thinking. Moreover, they have been able to know about our Bangabandhu's ideology, principle, and vision. Our father of nation, Bangabandhu, one of the theme was about our foreign relation, friendship with all, but malice against none. I think our young debaters will be moved with this vision. Our Bangabandhu always said that the world is divided into two classes. On the one hand, there is exploiters. On the other hand, there are exploitees. Bangabandhu said, I am in favor of the exploitees. I think young debaters will be moved with this. Ladies and gentlemen, now I like to highlight about some of the aspects of the main program. Our debate competition was held in two phases, regional phase and final phase. For the debate competition, one 30 teams applied and registered their names, but 84 teams were shortlisted, and those 84 teams took part in the regional phase. From the regional phase, 20 teams were selected for the final round. In the final round phase, semi-final also held. A few minutes back, we have got the result of final phase, but again, I have to draw your attention that in the final phase, there are two parts, global phase and OIC phase. A global phase has ended up. That at this moment, I am expressing my gratitude and thankfulness to the Bangladesh Debate Federation and also Spellbound, who have smoothly run the program. I am also thanking the Honorable President of ICYF for choosing Bangladesh for this mega event. My special thanks to the Ministry of Youth and Sports and Ministry of Cultural Affairs for their all-out support. Ladies and gentlemen, now we are passing through Corona pandemic. Despite of Corona pandemic, our Honorable Chairperson, our Honorable Chief Guest, our distinguished special guest are present here in the amidst of Corona pandemic. So I again extend my heartfelt thanks to them for being here online. Now I am declaring the results of Global Final Championship competition. I have got a piece of paper. Actually, this should be declared by the judges, but judges are not here. They are online. I've got a piece of paper. Some names are there. This is the result of the global final competition. First of all, so I see in the piece of paper that Princeton, Stanford, Elsia Lee, Diao Kelu have been declared as champion of this final competition. First runner-up, LSE from LSE organization, Taha Iqbal and Hamda Tariq Chaudhary. This team has been declared as first runner-up. For Brad, Alia Fayaz and Naira Noor, these two persons have been declared as second runner-up. This is the result that we have got from the judges through online. Now we are waiting for the result of the another part, that's OIC part. This is still running. We'll get the result. That at this moment, with these few words, I am ending up my speech. Thank you very much. Thank you again.
I would like to thank you, the Honorable Director General of Bangladesh National Museum, our special guest, Mr. Muhammad Abul Monsur, Honorable Secretary of Ministry of Cultural Affairs of the Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, to share some words with us. Sorry to say, probably he's absent. Sorry, our special guest is now in offline and due to some reasonable causes. Well, now I would like to welcome our special guest of the program, Mr. Muhammad Akhter Hossain, Honorable Senior Secretary, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, to deliver his speech. Mr. Muhammad Akhter Hossain.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chief Guest of today's closing ceremony of Bangabandhu Dhaka International Debate Fest for the OIC Youth 2021, His Excellency Mr. Muhammad Zahid Ahsan Russel MP, State Minister, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Bangladesh. Honorable Chair of this event, His Excellency Mr. Khalid MP, State Minister, Ministry of Cultural Affairs, Bangladesh. Guest of honor, His Excellency Mr. Taha, Ayhan, President of Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum. Special guest, His Excellency Mr. Muhammad Abul Monsur, Honorable Secretary, Ministry of Cultural Affairs. His Excellency Mr. Khondokar Mustafizur Rahman, NDC, Director General, Bangladesh National Museum, officials from different ministries and organizations, officials from ICOF, youth delegates, distinguished guests, participants, and winners of the debate competition, representative of print and electronic media, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good afternoon to you all. First of all, I would like to pay my deepest gratitude and homage to the greatest Bengali of all times, our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, the icon of youth under whose undisputed visionary leadership we got our coveted independence. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor and privilege for me to be here in this closing ceremony of Bangabandhu Dhaka International Debate Fest for the OIC Youth 2021, one of the important events of Dhaka OIC Youth Capital 2020, organized by Ministry of Cultural Affairs, Bangladesh. It is a great recognition for Bangladesh as we won the coveted OIC Youth Capital 2020 by proving our merit in matters related to innovation, sports, culture, and inclusive youth leadership. It makes a significant recognition for the dynamic and determined leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and her spirited government in the youth sector. Ladies and gentlemen, Bangladesh joined OIC in 1974 under the prudential leadership of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and since then it has been playing instrumental role in different activities of OIC and promote the common interests of Muslim Ummah in different international fora. The OIC Youth Capital 2020 is an important program for not only the OIC and ICOF, but also for Bangladesh. It coincides with the birth centenary of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. The event is also significant to us in this year as we will be celebrating Golden Jubilee, that is 50th anniversary of our independence. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's celebrations come at a time when the whole world is fighting against one of the common enemy, the COVID-19 pandemic, where youths have been the most affected in this crisis situation as they are the most active stakeholders in the society in terms of productivity, mobility, and interaction. So this COVID-19 crisis is disruptive in terms of their lifestyle and prospects for their future. With most educational institutions being closed and with restrictions on travel, physical activity, mass gatherings, postponements of events, etc. The impact of COVID-19 has major implications on youths, especially on the students. Distinguished guests, Bangabandhu Dhaka International Debate Fest for the OIC Youth 2021 is an international debate competition where the youths from the OIC member countries and non-OIC member countries have joined. The competition is being held in 5 regions of the world and more than 100 teams are expected to participate in this competition. Debate competition for the youth is very influential as it helps them to boost their confidence, remove the fear of speaking in public, develop critical thinking, and communicate under pressure. Dhaka OIC Youth Capital 2020 has introduced this debate competition to provide a platform for the youth as they can show their skills and articulate their voice. This program is designed to bring all these young debaters together and highlights matters involving parity and prosperity. Bangabandhu Dhaka International Debate Fest for the OIC Youth 2021 aims to bring together young debaters and encourage them to debate on pressing community issues and increasing their capacity to contribute to policy reform in local and national level. We believe that each new life comes with a potential and a promise. Thus, this program will be a perfect platform that can engage youths with the growing problems to build a resilient and sustainable future for the youth. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to know that youths from every region in the world have participated in this competition in this pandemic situation. I hope the youth who have joined in this event have learned many things which could help them to enhance their skills to better manage and problems and build a better future for all. I want to give my compliments to all 15 winners from the regional competitions and the 6 winners from the grand finale. Congratulations to all participants and winners. I would like to thank Bangladesh National Museum Authority and ICOF for organizing this competition successfully. I also want to thank all the ministries for associating with this competition. I would like to thank the Ministry of Cultural Affairs for organizing this closing ceremony of Bangabandhu Dhaka International Debate Fest for the OIC Youth 2021 to mark an important event of OIC Youth Capital Dhaka 2020. I would like to express thanks to OIC and ICOF once again for selecting Dhaka as the OIC Youth Capital and convey my gratitude towards the global leaders and dignitaries for their wholehearted support. I would also like to express my hope and confidence towards the youth representatives of the OIC member states and dignitaries for their wholehearted support. I would also like to express my hope and confidence towards the youth representatives of the OIC member states and rest of the world. I hope that they will certainly make this world a better place than what it is now. Let me appreciate to all of you for responding our call and appearing in this pandemic situation. We hope OIC Youth Capital 2020 will be a very successful event with all of your support and cooperation. Let me take the opportunity to invite you to attend all the programs to celebrate the birth centenary of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and rest of the programs of OIC Youth Capital Dhaka 2020. The power of youth is the common strength for the whole world. The faces of young people are the faces of present and our future. No segment in the society can match with the power, idealism, enthusiasm, and courage of the young people. So let us get on board to define a better tomorrow together. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu. May Bangladesh live forever. Thank you.
For your inspiring speech. Now, it is time for our guest of honor for the day of Mr. Taha Ayhan, Honorable President, Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, ICYF, to share a few words with us. Mr. Taha Ayhan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency Mustafizur Rahman, Director General of the Bangladesh National Museum, His Excellency Abul Monsur, Secretary of the Ministry of Cultural Affairs, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, His Excellency Akhter Hossain, Senior Secretary of the Ministry of Youth and Sports of Bangladesh, His Excellency Zahid Russel, Member of Parliament, Honorable State Minister, Minister of Youth and Sports of the Bangladesh, His Excellency Khalid, Member of Parliament and Honorable State Minister, Minister of Cultural Affairs of Bangladesh. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear sisters and brothers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. On this wonderful occasion, I wish to extend my regards and warmest welcome to all who are with us today, and also would like to express my appreciation for the outstanding efforts of the government of Bangladesh and its support to organize this event. Once again, I would like to congratulate the ICYF team and everybody, all the friends of ICYF, for the good work for bringing together this event. It's a great pleasure to be with you today for the closing and awarding ceremony of Bangabandhu Dhaka International Debate Festival for OIC Youth. and to share some of my thoughts and insights on how young people can strive to create a better future and achieve the Sustainable Development Goals, given all the challenges they are currently facing. I wish all the best to all our young brothers and sisters who attended this debate from different parts of the world. Dear sisters and brothers, I am sure all of us here see that there is a clear need for concerted action and solidarity in the field of youth. This can only be achieved by means of informed policy, capacity building made towards the present and future needs of our youth, high impact strategy, and sustainable initiatives. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation is fortunately home to the best position framework for realizing sustainable youth development throughout each of our member states. And Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, ICYF position is youth must not be seen as challenge to be managed, but instead a vital human capital in need of care and investment. Only by developing their knowledge, skills, and competencies can youth become active, meaningful participants in development agenda. Youth have a significant effects on all aspects of socio-economic growth and development with a direct bearing on unemployment rates, violence, political participation, innovation, research, industrialization, job creation, and entrepreneurship, all keys to the nation's growth and success. Effective youth empowerment would actualize youth potential by reinforcing central values and core ideals underpinning the socio-economic development. Dear sisters and brothers, we can observe that our youth today are not fully engaged in the decision-making processes at their local communities and globally. Current models of involvement do not give youth enough space to exercise their potential. Many political, social, and economical decisions are still made with very limited youth participation. However, we are increasingly calling our leaders and policymakers that youth should be more involved in the shaping of decisions in their communities and in relation to their futures. Alhamdulillah, in response, several countries have established youth structures and platforms to enable youth voices to be heard. In this context, this program was a great chance for our youth. It helped them think critically, foster engagement with themselves and with a diverse youth audience. We aim for our debaters, young men and women, get the opportunity to share and foster ideas that can inspire and stimulate. Having this said, I would like to congratulate all 84 teams who has participated and competed in our event. Furthermore, special thanks and congratulations to the winners, both regional and competitions and global competition. I believe this event brings recognition to all our participants in the debating society. We are more than happy to see young debaters from reputable universities such as Princeton University, Stanford University, Breck University, and so on. It gives me a pleasure to see our event internationally recognized and interested. We would love to see our debaters not only debate competitions, but also ICYF's other flagship projects such as Model OIC, International Media Camp, Volunteering Camp, and so on. You are always welcome to apply and participate ICYF events regardless of our country of origin, race, and religion. Special appreciation to the judges as well, since they have contributed to this competition with their time, energy, and wisdom. I hope we can find another chance to work together again soon. Dear sisters and brothers, dear ladies and gentlemen, at ICYF, we are all committed together with our esteemed member states and their support and cooperation to addressing the critical problems of unemployment, health, wellness, limited opportunities, racism, Islamophobia, extremism, and social exclusion, while developing the potential of intellectual and leadership development, scientific and technological innovation, entrepreneurship, media and communication, so on and so forth, while staying guided by a shared Islamic heritage, culture, and universal values. Before I conclude, allow me to assure you that the ICYF will continue to work with OIC member states for the betterment of our youth across the OIC region and beyond, in implementing joint programs for the further better prepare our youth as effective players and partners, and create a culture of cooperation, tolerance, understanding, solidarity, and peace. Last and not least, the successful future of our youth depends on the smart investment in their talents, minds, quality education, science, and technology. We need only join our efforts in close cooperation and solidarity to overcome all obstacles and challenges. It's my wish that the ideas formulated and raised here today will go far in addressing the challenges of our youth and communities and in making the best of the limitless potential found in our youth and the future they deserve. While reiterating my profound thanks to all of you, I pray to Allah the Almighty to grant us the ultimate success in all our programs for brighter and sustainable future for our youth and our Ummah. Barakallahu fikum. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for your patience. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ma'assalam.
And technological innovation, entrepreneurship, media, and communication, so on and so forth, while staying guided by a shared Islamic heritage, culture, and universal values. Before I conclude, allow me to assure you that the ICYF will continue to work with OIC member states for the betterment of our youth across the OIC region and beyond, in implementing joint programs for the further better prepare our youth as effective players and partners, and create a culture of cooperation, tolerance, understanding, solidarity, and peace. Last but not least, the successful future of our youth depends on the smart investment that entails minds, cloud education, science, and technology. We need only join our efforts in close cooperation and solidarity to overcome all obstacles and challenges. It's my wish that the ideas formulated and raised here today will go far in addressing the challenges of our youth and communities and in making the best of the limitless potential found in our youth and the future they deserve. While reiterating my profound thanks to all of you, I pray to Allah, the Almighty, to grant us this ultimate success in all our programs for bright and sustainable future for our youth and our Ummah. Barakallahu fikum. Thank you very much. And thank you very much for your patience. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalam.
Youth Forum, that means ICYF, for your kind and effective words. At this stage, I humbly request the chief guest of today's program, the Honorable State Minister of Ministry of Youth and Sports Affairs of Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, Mr. Muhammad Zahid Ahsan Russel MP, to please deliver his speech. Chief guest, Mr. Muhammad Zahid Ahsan Russel.
Thank you very much. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today's chair of events, His Excellency Mr. K.M. Khalid MP, Honorable State Minister, Ministry of Culture Affairs, Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, guest of honor, His Excellency Taha, Honorable President, Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, special guest Mr. Muhammad Akhter Hossain, Senior Secretary, Ministry of Youth and Sports, Mr. Muhammad Abul Monsur, Secretary, Ministry of Culture Affairs, Mr. Khondokar Mustafizur Rahman, NDC, Director General, Bangladesh National Museum, high official of different ministries, honorable jury members, journalists, delegates, excellencies, participants, delegates, volunteers, and all dignitaries. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and very good afternoon to you all. First of all, I would like to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has been giving us so much mercies and blessings that we have been able to attend this event without any trouble and with sound health of us and our families. Distinguished guests, on this auspicious occasion of the closing ceremony of Bangabandhu Dhaka International Debate Fest for the YC Youth 2021 under Dhaka OIC Youth Capital 2020 mega event, I would like to recall the memory of the greatest Bengali of all time, legendary hero of history, visionary of Bangladesh, architect of great liberation war, the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, under whose command and brilliant leadership, we achieved our coveted independence. I also like to lend my gratitude to all the martyrs and those who sacrificed their lives and contributed to achieving our independence. This year, we are celebrating the birth centenary of the father of the nation and 50 years of his
everlasting contribution to the nation independence. Honorable guest, in the same year, we are also celebrating Dhaka OIC Youth Capital 2020-21 that has enhanced the sublimits of this year with 10 mega events incorporated to youth around the world. It is of great honor that Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum declared Dhaka as the OIC Youth Capital 2020, marking a significant recognition for the dynamic, determined leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina and her spirited governance in the youth sector. It is also a matter of pride for us to successfully host the events under Dhaka OIC Youth Capital 2020-21 through the virtual platform that signifies the vision of digital Bangladesh initiated by our visionary leader, the worthy daughter of the father of the nation, mother of humanity, role model of development, Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. On behalf of the Ministry of Youth and Sports, I would like to express my gratitude to Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum, who gave us the opportunity to host this event. Excellencies, debate is an indispensable characteristics of an individual that makes him put forward his perspective in analyzing a situation of social cause, whether we it in favor or against. Taking students into consideration helps them to develop confidence within, makes them an extrovert and awareness them of the burning issues of the country. It is also a social way of expressing a point of view on a topic, and it teaches students how to accept different points of views of their and others in the same topic. They learn to agree to disagree, may find a way to solve an issue, learn how to compromise with others. Nowadays, debate has become an important topic of discussion. It is important because it is develops skills and knowledge. It helps the students to become bold and develop a political identity, our own identity. It also helps the students to develop a sense of ownership of the world and a sense of empowerment as they will know specific global and domestic issues and their ways in which the government can also solve our generation's problem. It boosts their confidence and makes them courageous enough to speak in any situation without any hesitation. Ladies and gentlemen, our great leader, the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, was a world-recognized political leader whose conflict analyzing and decision-making skill enabled us to emerge on the world map today as an independent and sovereign country. World greatest leaders used to admire his charisma in creating public opinion. UNESCO recognized his exemplary historic 7th March speech as a documentary heritage in the memory of the World Register. Our Prime Minister has also been involved in politics from her very schooling stage, rejuvenating democracy by earning public opinion. She has now owned the crown of one of the most powerful women leaders around the world. Distinguished guest, debate has been fundamentally practiced among our youth. It starts from their very schooling process and helps them to become a more reasonable person for the rest of their life. As a result of that, nowadays many dynamic and prominent young leaders are serving our nations and guiding with their visionary and far-sighted decision-making capabilities. Not only in political sectors, are, are they also flourishing in commercial sectors. There is no doubt to anyone how important debate is as process of learning. In this age of democracy, there is freedom of expression, but that opinion needs to be reasonable and truthful. The truth is not fully evaluated if one cannot verify the truth of one's own beliefs in the face of adversarial reasoning. As a result, there inevitably delusions, there is no end to human misery as a result of that delusion. An extreme defeat is approaching in his life. Debate is a sacred field of mutual understanding, a fair court of truth. Therefore, I'd like to express my heartiest gratitude to Ministry of Culture Affairs, Bangladesh National Museum, ICY, and YC Youth Capital for organizing this event, and thank all the ministries for associating with this competition. I congratulate I congratulate all the winners of this grand competition and hope to organize the closing ceremony of Dhaka OIC Youth Capital program with physical presence of all award winners, high-level delegates of YC member states, including youth delegates and other distinguished guests. I am eagerly waiting to welcome you all to celebrate that closing ceremony at Dhaka. Lastly, I want to thank all the participants, members of the jury board, journalists, volunteers, and everyone involved is making this event a successful one. Thank you, everyone. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu. May Bangladesh live forever. May Bangladesh ICY ties live forever. Thank you all.
Thank you, Honorable State Minister of Ministry of Youth and Sports Affairs of the Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, Mr. Mohammad Zahid Russel MP, for invitation to this event with your remarks. Now, I would like to request Mr. K.M. Khalid MP, Honorable State Minister, Ministry of Cultural Affairs and Government of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, to take the stage to deliver his valuable speech. Requesting Mr. K.M. Khalid MP, Honorable State Minister.
আমাকে শুনতে পাচ্ছেন আমাকে?
খুবই সুন্দর শোনা যাচ্ছে।
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today Chief Guest His Excellency Mr. Zahid Ahsan Russel MP, Honorable State Minister, Minister of Youth and Sports, Bangladesh. To the guest of honor, His Excellency Taha Ayhan, Honorable President of Islamic Cooperation Youth Forum. Special guest Mr. Akhter Hossain, Honorable Secretary, Minister of Youth and Sports. Mr. Honorable Senior Secretary, Minister of Youth and Sports, Mr. Abul, Monsur, Honorable Secretary, Minister of Cultural Affairs, and Mr. Khandokar Mahfuzur Rahman, NDC Director General of National Museum. High officials from different ministries and organizations, journalists and other delegates from ICYF, your delegates, and all dignitaries. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to give my appreciation to the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, under whose leadership we liberated our beloved country. I would like to present my gratitude to all the freedom fighters and the martyrs who sacrificed their lives for our freedom. Distinguished guests, this year we are celebrating the 100th birth centenary of the greatest Bengali of all time, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and the golden jubilee of Bangladesh independence. It is an honor and our immense pleasure that we got the chance to organize the Bangabandhu Dhaka International Debate Fest for the OIC in this historic year. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our great honor Dhaka declared as the OIC Capital 2020. This is a significant recognition of the dynamic and determined leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister, Her Excellency Sheikh Hasina, and her spirited government in the youth sector. Ladies and gentlemen, debate has many benefits of its own. It gives us a better hold on being crucial for modern life. It improves critical thinking skills, articulation, research skills, quick thinking, resolution of conflict, expressing your thought clearly and fluently, and a better understanding public affairs. It increases our confidence as well as everyone's confidence and poise and provides constant intellectual stimulation. This initiative by ICYF and OIC of recognizing the young debaters around the world, especially from Muslim countries, will encourage the youth by bringing young debaters around the world to one platform will enable a strong network among them, which will ultimately enhance the knowledge and expertise of the debaters. It will also help them to realize and see through diversified culture in different views. Distinguished guests, I would like to congratulate the winner and all 130 teams who has participated in this competition. Winning is important, but it is not everything. I hope those who could not make it to the finish line has learned their part of the lesson and will work on it to be able to unlock new levels of achievements in future. Finally, I would like to thank all the participants, officials, and well-wishers for making this great initiative, Bangabandhu Dhaka International Debate Fest for the OIC year 2021, a grand success. I would also like to give a special thanks to Bangladesh National Museum, an entity of Ministry of Cultural Affairs for organizing the event, of Ministry of Youth and Sports for supporting the events. Together, we will make this world better for our future generation. With these few words, I conclude my speech here. Thanking you all. Joy Bangla, Joy Bangabandhu, long live Bangladesh. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech. Sir, I have already mentioned that the championship will be in two parts, one for the global part, another for the YC part. Already we have got the global part result, I have already declared, but it is an unofficial declaration because we have got the signed copy or authenticated copy from the judges. As soon as we get the authenticated copy, we will declare it officially. Now we are waiting for the result of the YC part. As soon as we get, we will declare it. Sir, I again thank you all for being here. So, sir, from my part, on behalf of Bangladesh National Museum, I express my heartfelt thanks to you all again, sir. I wish you sound and safe health. Be remain happy, sir. amid Corona pandemic. I again thank you all. Especially, I thank all the participants who participated in the competition, regardless of winners and losers. But my heartiest thanks to the champions team. But my special thanks will go to the first runner-up and second runner-up, and the judges who spent a lot of time for this debate competition. I express my heartfelt gratitude to them all. Thank you, sir. Thank you all again. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. It is the end of the closing session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.